Hey everyone, Tristan back with another video, and I'm out today on my scooter. In case you're wondering, it's the Solar P1 Pro scooter, great e-scooter. But today in this video, I wanted to review this thing, and what it is, it's called the Air Sound, and this is great for cyclists or people who ride e-scooters, and it's basically a really loud horn. Much louder than any electronic kind of bike horn or scooter horn that you can get. And I'm kind of out in the industrial area here because I don't want to bother the neighbors when I demonstrate this, but let's hear how it sounds. I don't know how well the camera's going to do here, but because the camera microphone might actually kind of mute it a little bit, but it is super loud. And the great thing about this Air Sound is when you're riding amongst cars, you really want to be able to get cars' attention. You know, if someone's about to cut you off, or you're driving along and someone's veering to the right into the bike lane or something like that, you really want to be able to get their attention. And this thing is just so loud. It really works and gets people's attention. And if you're not careful, it'll even startle somebody. Like if you're trying to use this like on a bike path or something, I would not recommend using this on the bike path to get people's attention. This is really for on the streets. Let me sound it again. Now the way this works is it actually uses air. So it is like those air horns that you see at sport events that people use with compressed air, and then you know they blow a really loud horn. It's like those. So what you do is you just fill it up right here. It's got a normal tire valve, and you just fill it up with air up to 80 psi, and this is the air tube right down here. So I have it attached, you know, vertically. You can see it says Air Sound there. If you have a bike, you could attach it horizontally, you know, on your crossbar here. It just attaches it with Velcro, and it looks kind of like a water bottle, so it looks kind of nondescript, which I kind of like. You know, just driving past, you know, people just think it's a water bottle. But anyway, that's what holds the air under pressure, and you fill it up to 80 psi, and that's what provides the pressure here. And you know, periodically you need to check it and stuff, but it works from anywhere from about 25 psi up to 80 psi, and you don't have to fill it very often. So, you know, I check it every couple of rides just to make sure. I check the psi. But I have a portable tire inflator that I use, which I've actually reviewed before. I'll post a link to it up here on the top right. But I use that to fill this up at home, so I don't have to go to a gas station or anything like that to fill it up. But I really highly recommend the Air Sound. If you are a bicyclist or an e-scooter person, it's just an awesome horn, and it's really worked for me on several occasions, you know, to get people's attention who are in cars, because cars oftentimes are kind of clueless and they just don't pay attention, you know, to what they're doing when they're on the road, and they don't see you sometimes. Now, as I mentioned, the Air Sound is so loud that it would actually not be the best thing to use like one on a bike path to let people know that you're coming up behind them. It would really startle them, and you would just be a jerk if you use this when you're on like the bike path to like alert pedestrians. So for that, I would call out. I would say on your left, or I would get a bell. I would get a separate bell, like if you have a bike, and which I do actually have on my e-bike. I have a separate bell that I just ring because that's more friendly. You know, it's like ding ding. That's just a lot more friendly to pedestrians and, you know, other bicyclists. But the other thing is this scooter here has a horn. Let me turn it on here. I've got the fingerprint start. But so this scooter has a little horn, and what I do is I just use this horn, which is not nearly as loud. It's an electronic horn, but if I'm coming up behind someone, I'll just beep them very lightly like this. You know, kind of like that, just to let them know I'm on the way. But this is the built-in horn on this particular scooter. Now, Solar has updated the horn. They have a louder horn now, but still, it's not as loud as the Air Sound. The Air Sound is the loudest horn. Literally, no electronic horn can compare to the decibel level of the Air Sound. But anyway, just to compare, I'll blow this electronic horn and then I'll blow the Air Sound, and you can kind of hear the difference in terms of how much louder the Air Sound is. I'm kind of in a canyon here, and when I do the Air Sound, it echoes through this whole kind of canyon here. It's really amazing. I'm very happy with it. So I'll post a link in the description field for where you can get the Air Sound. It's not too expensive. It does sell on Amazon, I believe. Highly recommended product. I've been very happy with it. The other thing is it has like a quick release mount here. So if you're parking or something, you don't want someone to steal the Air Sound, this kind of just pops off right here and you can take it with you. I tend to leave it on though, and I haven't really had a problem. But yeah, if you're in a area where you can't really keep an eye on your bike or your scooter, you might want to take it with you. But yeah, this is literally one of the best products I bought recently. But if I have to cite any negatives with it, the hookup can be a little bit iffy because, you know, you have to kind of route it neatly because this is the tube, the air tube, and it kind of, yeah, as you can see, I have it routed here with Velcro strip here, and then it kind of comes down, and you know, so it does take some level of finagling to get it installed for you. And if you have it mounted here on your handlebars, you want to have a rough play so that you can actually turn your handlebars so that's not getting in the way. But actually this has a little bit of slack in it. I can actually pull this down a little bit, I think, here, a little bit, you know, tighter. So it does take a little bit of an installation, you know, and it is a little bit of a commitment to put this on your bike or your, you know, scooter. But it's literally one of the best things that I've bought recently, and literally the loudest horn for your bike or scooter, bar none. So anyway, thanks for watching, and yeah, this has been my review of the AirZound. Questions, comments, or feedback, please feel free to leave them, and I will see you in my next video. Take care, everyone.